over your dead body. This one was very good. I've never, not never, but I can't think off the top of my head of another movie like it. It was very good. Although I had one issue with it. You're always criticizing me! That was, Alright, so, this movie is Jason Segel and that lady who I thought was, the fucking, Barbie? Margot Robbie. It's Samara Weaving, who I thought was Margot Robbie when I saw her in another thing, but Samara Weaving and Jason Segel in this action, comedy, horror. I wouldn't say horror. I feel like it's not really scary. I feel like it's a thriller. I'm pretty sure it was listed as horror, though. But it's very good. So, the movie is about, spoiler alert, this movie is about these two people. So, Jason Segel and Samara Weaving, they're married, but they hate each other. They're horrible marriage. And so they go out to this thing, and they both plan to kill each other. So, Jason Segel, he tells people, oh, yeah, we're gonna go hiking. I told her no, it's dangerous, but she just really wants to go hiking. So his plan is, I guess, to kill her and then say she died while hiking because she fell off something. Samara Weaving, she's like, oh, we're gonna go hunting, but you know how much I hate guns. So she's planning on fucking, excuse my language, shooting him. And so that alone is a pretty fun idea for a movie, like a thriller comedy thing, action. That alone is like a really good premise. Like, these two people, they both plan to kill each other. But then it gets crazier when there are these people who live in the attic of this cabin. That's where they go to. I think it's like Jason Segel's dad's cabin. So they go to that, and so 3 or like 5 days before that, they go and there are these criminals who escape from prison, and they hide in the attic. And so Jason Segel and Samara Weaving, they bond over not dying to these guys. Dude, one of them is Todd. At first, Todd seems like a dense, but like not that bad of a guy. He just seems a little dense and strong, and he went along with them. But Todd he's crazy. Dude, Todd almost rapes Jason Segel in this movie. That's a scene. Jason Segel almost gets raped by this guy who looks like Simon Pegg if he went to the gym 6 days a week. He looks like Bill Burr, actually, more with like a handlebar mustache, but it was an insane scene. I really thought it's probably the craziest thing I've ever viewed in the theater. I was just thinking, like, am I really watching this? Is Jason Segel about to be like, why? But it didn't end up happening. It ended up getting stopped. That's another thing. I like that. The only reason that they both survived in the movie is because they saved each other. There are multiple points where they would have died if they didn't come from behind and kill the guy. Also, dude, Todd, the Simon Pegg looking guy, he's insane. Like, he gets stabbed up a bunch of times and he just lives. He gets stabbed like 7 times in the back and he's like, it's crazy. He gets his head shot and like blown up though, so then he dies. I'm like, alright, I was like, that has to be the end. Dude, there's a dad. I was so sad when he died. Jason Segel has this dad who's like in a nursing home or something. I don't think he's quite senile. I don't know. I think that he's just old and needs help, and Jason Segel is too busy. Jason Segel is like a movie director in this, but, well, in the movie, he directed a film 10 years ago, but he's a bum, so now he just does commercials. He's washed up. So, that's a thing. That's a weak point for him. His wife is like, you only do commercials, you cunt. She doesn't say that. She actually thinks he's a good director, apparently. But so the dad comes in at the end. The guys are killing them, and the dad comes with a gun, and he shoots Todd, and I'm like, oh yeah, the dad's gonna save them. But no, he dies. The dad dies, and I'm like, this sucks. I hate this movie. Then I left. No, I didn't leave the theater, but I was like, this shouldn't have happened. Why did this happen? Why did the dad die? So there's a lawnmower. Jason Segel was about to get his face like chopped up and blended, but then the other guy, the dad comes in, hits the guy who's about to put him in the lawnmower. Then after that, the guy puts the dad into a lawn. He like throws him, and then like his stomach and his arm, he gets chopped up, and I'm like, no. Oh, dude, there's this guy, Henry, who's like a friend of Jason Segel. He died too, and I was like, no. That sucked. Sucked hard. I liked Henry. He didn't quite look like anybody. He was just Henry, man. Okay, so there's this scene where it's Jason Segel, he's with Henry, the wife is tied up. He's like, yeah, we're gonna kill you and then we're gonna get money. Then Samara Weaving, she's like, Henry, I'll give you more money. I'll give you some money if you'll get more money with me if you do it with Jason Segel. If you kill Jason Segel for me. Then Henry's like, ooh. Then after that, Henry's attacking Jason Segel. He's like, you never wanted to be my friend. No, you didn't want to be his friend. You were in it for the money. You were about to kill your friend for Samara Weaving, Margot Robbie lookalike. Like, Henry, come on. Like, what do you mean he didn't actually want to be your friend? You were gonna kill him for the money. It was still sad though. The comedy of this movie never intrudes on when it's serious. There will even be like a little joke in a serious moment, and it won't ruin it. So I like that. They really found a good balance. Also, the effects are disgusting. Like, they're really good, but they're just like disgusting. Like, this lady gets her foot like shot, and dude, when she's like pouring alcohol on it, it's just like disgusting, but it's also like, wow, this is very, very well crafted. But it's like her foot, it's like dangling off. It's disgusting, but it's like, wow, this is really well done. Like a really good effect. That's the thing. This movie has a lot of really good effects. It's disgusting, but the effects are really good. So, that's another thing. The villains were good. It's this one guy who's like the leader. He wears like a jean jacket, like Nope, and he has white hair. The other guy, Todd, and then the guy in the jean jacket, he has a wife who's the one who gets like her foot blown off in the alcohol thing. So, dude, jean jacket guy, earlier in the movie, the guy put rocks. Jason Segel put rocks into a bag, and then he put that on a boat. He was gonna drown his wife, but so the rocks just stay in the boat. Then after that, they're on the boat, they're fighting, and the bad guy, Jason Segel, uses the rocks on him, and he like brings him to the bottom of the ocean, or not, I guess lake. It would be more like a lake. It's kind of small. So but I thought that it was gonna be like a normal movie where he puts him he ties the rock to him, then he sinks, then he would come back in a little bit, and then he would be like, I lived, I'm gonna kill you, Jason Segel. But it doesn't end up happening, and I really like that. I really like that he didn't just go the normal route, and he actually all the villains had like pretty cool deaths. Todd, alright, the wife was the only one who kind of had a boring death, the villain wife, because she just gets her foot shot, then she gets shot, and that's it. Todd, I like to think of his death as a collective thing of all the damage. Like, obviously the gun is what took him down. He got shot in the head and his head exploded. Like, that was obviously what actually killed him, but I like to count his death as also the knives and getting shot. So I feel like he just got stabbed a bunch of... He also has a weird thing with Harry Potter. Like, he calls Jason Segel and Samara Weaving Ron and Hermione. Then at the end, before he dies, well, the fake death, when he gets stabbed a bunch of times in the back, you think he dies because he tumbles over. Then he comes back, he's like, I live, fuckers. And then he doesn't say that, but he comes back. But the first time he dies, he holds out his hand, he's like, Dumbledore, I caught the snitch. Then he tumbles over. So, yeah, I don't know what was up with Harry Potter, but I don't know. Jason Segel was very good in this. I liked whenever he would get upset, and he was like, because you're always criticizing me! And then his eyes would like bulge manically out of his head. He did a very good manic face whenever his eyes would bulge out of his head, and he would... he does that a few times, and it looks really good. Dude, at the end, Jason Segel looks demolished. He has like a black eye. He just has a bunch of bruises. He has some bumps. Oh, dude, Todd gets hit with what is it called? One of the balls in pool that you hit with the stick. And then he just has this big Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny bump on his head for the rest of the movie. Till his head gets blown up. that was funny. I pointed out to my dad in the theater. I was like, "It's like Looney Tunes," and then he laughed. But yeah, it was a very good movie. Not very good. I would give it like a 7.5. Also, that I feel like in this world, people think 5 is bad, but 5 is like, that was fine. 5 is like a fine movie. So it's 7.5. That was completely unrelated, but just, I feel like people think 5 is bad nowadays, but no, 5 is like, that was a fine movie. Like, that was fine. But yeah, this was a 7.5. It was pretty good. Tree with Rants.